Hey guys, I posted earlier a video of how I was working on this final boss in the Trials of Mana Dark Visions, and then the JP News, they put out, it's still really confusing. No one seems to know what the news is about the rank 1. It's really unclear. They need to work on their press releases, but they're doing something with rank 1 to where people that capped on the first day are guaranteed this. Then there was an unclear message of people that continue to cap rank 1 in Dark Visions. They're going to add a new stage. You have to cap again. So if you already capped, you get the rank 1 reward. People that capped after the news, they're adding a new stage. You've got to, we don't know what it's going to be yet. So we don't know what's going on. It's super confusing. I don't know. Hopefully LM works on their press news, whatever. But anyway, currently, as you can see, I'm tied for rank 1 with everyone. I perfect scored this boss after so much. I had to STMR Mogul Zidane to get it done. This is the new damage cap, 121 million, which is the points. Perfect score. This is the team we use. Let me try to explain it, and then you'll see. Because it was a 50 turn clear because of setup, oh, it's so long. I only show the kill turn. So, for the chain count mission, on turn 1, Realm, Hawkeye, Lightning, and Zizat all chained Absolute Mirror of Equity on the bottom head. He's got to die on turn 1 because he does non-elemental damage. And then, Angela chained Absolute Mirror of Equity too. Everyone chained Absolute Mirror of Equity, all 5 units except Zidane. And we OTK'd the bottom head on turn 1. That also gave us a 100 chain point score. So that's where the chain point came from. Then we used Zizat as our Death Immune, 100 Fire and Dark Resist magical cover tank. He also has dual cast with Imperil to 100 to all Imperil everything. He imperiled both of them. He's got some Esperfill gear. And he's got dual cast. He is on... Yeah, that's what that matters for. And he provoked himself when Zidane shifted. And then Zidane is on Diablos. He is in the base form, wearing a fire weapon. He's full passive provoke, death immune. And he's got his STMR equipped in the base form. And he's got bomb arms equipped for fire imbue. And then here's his card. He's the provoker most of the time because the provoker gets dispelled a lot. And when the Galoof gets dispelled, it's irritating. Shift form, he's geared for damage. We're using a holy weapon because we're not using imbues. He is geared for 280 LB damage, 275 undead killer, 5300 attack, and there we go. And to power up his LB, during the setup rounds, we used base form of him to imbue fire, and then we used Carbuncle to AoE reflect, and then we used Carbuncle to AoE reflect a fire resist buff from our team onto the enemies to make him resist fire. And then we use Zizat to... we used Reflect with Zizat to reflect enhanced Shelga and enhanced Protectga onto the bosses so they're more bulky so we don't accidentally kill them in advance. So we imbued wrong element, we buffed the enemies to the wrong element, and then we buffed them by 200% defense spirit and 50% mitigation, all through Reflect, so they were bulkier. That allowed us to stack Zidane's LB to the maximum, and then he just chilled until we were ready to set up. Angela, same concept. We base form is just some LB fill, and then shift form, she did her LB. So we've got, here's the gear we used. We're using rods for the Imperil. She's got 275 magical undead killer, 275 LB damage, and her LB after stacking is an 800 times modifier AoE non-elemental LB. So we did that. Also, Zidane gave the party a 300% attack buff and magic buff, and a 300% limit burst damage buff to the entire party. That's what his STMR does, for those that don't know. His STMR is actually a buff. It's a buff that buffs your entire party's LB damage and stats by 300%. So that was a big deal, and that was the reason that was like the big tipping point for making this team do cap damage. So anyway, 800 times modifier with AoE and a 300% LB damage buff, as you can imagine, was really strong. And so Angela carried the majority of that fight. And in order to power her up to maximum, we used Zzat's ability to force an enemy to have magical cover. This is an ability, you can't read it for most of my global viewers, but the JP viewers can read this. It gives an enemy cover, and it forces the enemy to cover the enemy's team. So we gave the Stronghead magical cover, so when we used Angela's Limit Burst, the Stronghead magical covered the Weakhead, so the Weakhead wouldn't die. We killed one of them on turn 1, but we wanted to keep the other one alive. The top and bottom heads are very weak. The middle one is very, very strong. And the top and bottom ones die super easy. But we wanted to keep them alive until the kill turn so we can get more AoE chaining in and boost that damage number. So Zzat gave the middle head cover so we could do that. Lightning was our source of 90% Spirit Break. She's double-handing a holy weapon. And 250 LB damage, 55 Undead Killer. You'll notice on the end, she did not contribute much damage at all. But she was really important for the 90% Spirit Break because Angela was the primary DPS. Shift Form, Dual Cast, we gave her some LB fill. And she also broke our Angela's stats. So when Angela was powering up, we used Lightning to do an 85% magic break on Angela, so she did not deal much damage to the enemies. And that was Lightning's duty. She also chained her LB, which is Absolute Mirror of Equity, with Hawkeye. Base form, Hawkeye, he's wearing a fire weapon, he's wearing the Fire Imbue, he's got his thing. An LB fill. We used him to 25% Dagger Imperil both of the enemies for the kill turn. And then for his LB, same concept as Zidane. We stacked his LB to maximum by reflecting fire resist buffs and enhanced Protecta and all that onto the enemies. So when he did his LB to power up, he was chaining fire because of the imbue from the base form, and it didn't kill the enemies. But for the kill turn, obviously he was only using a holy weapon. 300 Undead Killer, 300 LB damage, 5,400 attack. There's his gear. And he was the... Oh yeah, and Lightning was also the source of 85% defense break. And then Realm was just built for auto healing. She's got Pure Lotus and Jake's TMR. She's got some Esperfield gear. She's got dual cast, and she just did Realm things. Like I said, she did Carbuncle for AoE Reflect, so we could reflect all those buffs onto the enemies. And then she did Fire Resist that we bounced off. She also buffed our Undead Killer by 75%. That's a skill she has. And she did the Rod Imperil, and she did Limit Burst filling so we could get our LBs, all the setup stuff going. So okay, so now you're only going to see the final 3 turns. The reason it took 50 turns is because, like I said, we needed Zzat to give the enemies cover so Angela can power up, and this is a 10-turn cooldown. And because Angela stacks her LB 5 times, we had to wait 40 extra turns. We did Angela's LB on turn 2 without the cover because it wasn't powered up yet. And then for all the future LBs, we did this every 10 turns. We used Zzat's cover so Angela can power. So basically, it was 40 turns of powering up Angela and then unleashing her on the kill turn. And you'll see the damage report card at the end. So enjoy the final bit of the final boss. There you go. Later.
Here we go again, boys.
Alright, so on this one. Perfect. That gets the Imperil up. Lightning is the shift limit on this one. We cover Zzat. And then we both the cooldowns on Realm. Okay. This should be better. Now and they both have Dagger and Peril.
Make sure to cap it properly.
that's the trick. Alright. Let's see. Angela. Fills LB gauge. Realm.
Job. What? That
Double.
wasn't fair. That was not fair.
Nice. Soon. You're gonna OB break, right? No, it went to same turn. I don't know. Wait.
No, we're gonna shift her and just wait. Oh yeah, we need to imperil. Oh, I almost got to imperil.
That was close. Wait, did you already break with lightning?
Yes, I broke with her a few turns ago, and it lasts like forever. So this guy is really good to go.
No, I mean her spirit break.
Yeah. I did her LB.
Okay.
That's why this break has 2 turns left.
Okay.
That's the spirit break.
Cool. We are good then. All right.
Turn 50 clear. Jeez. Yay, dark visions.
All right, make sure to shift Zidane and what's her name? Angela. Moment of truth once again. This time we should elementation.
Yeah, I've got the elemental equipped this time. Okay.
I'm good.
That was a 40.
I don't know. That looks like it.
That.
Oh!
I'm pretty sure that was it. Oh my god. Seriously? After so long? Damage breakdown.
Holy shit.
So,
yeah, that's it.
I'm
That's
about
it.
to kill your ass.
So imperiling daggers to both of them was a big deal. That increased Hawkeye by a bunch. Powering up Zidane to the maximum, all stacks helped a bunch for his single target damage. Angela powering up her to 5 stacks, 7 billion damage. Angela, oh my god, Angela, craziness. And then Hawkeye is great. STM Marmogul Zidane worked, and then Lightning 172 million. What a bastard! But she was imbued with all the elements because of her stupid LB that imbues her with everything.
All right.
That should be tied for rank 1.
Yeah, that's rank 1.
Nice.
Oh, they still haven't fixed the screen glitching whenever you get rank 1, though.
Yeah. So there's rank 1. So people that are watching on YouTube, I will go back and record the team's gear and all. And I'll explain what's going on the intro. So people watching the video people have watching the video will have already seen what's going on with this. But yeah, okay, there's my perfect clear on, I'm not even sure the guy's name, on the final boss. See you guys next time on YouTube.